clip with Dubois, with Oleksandr Usyk calling out Dubois. I'll see if I feel like posting it or not in the video. It's starting to warm up a little bit. You know, next week it's gonna be in the 40s. That's gonna be like 70 to us. It's been cold. I heard it's been cold all over the U.S. They said it was 20s in Louisiana. Jesus, I know y'all down south had to go find a coat. Yo, Woody, I ain't even had no coat. Woody, yes. Yeah, you know, I had to go borrow my old granddad an 8-ball jacket. Back last time it snowed in New Orleans back in 1974, 84, whatever was, boy, I had to go get his jackets. You know what I mean? But no, man, yeah, man, I mean, honestly, you know, it don't surprise me. We seen the play with, we seen the play with Madrimov, you know, he told me I was sick. Oh, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. When it came to fighting Sergey Bokachuk, and he pulled out and he got in there with Virgil Ortiz come Saturday. You know, people say, yeah, he gonna fight Bokachuk in December and then come back and fight Virgil in February. We'll see. And then all of a sudden his neck and his back hurt. So like I said, this ain't like we ain't seen this for Riyadh season before, where fighters, getting injuries and getting illness, and they jumping into other fights. Why is Usyk calling out Dubois? You got to understand, the Bacoli-Parker winner is just mandatory after that. Then you got to understand too, you know, Dubois, you know what I'm saying? He ain't, trying to, people gonna want to see him fight the Dubois and Bacoli winner. So, I don't think Usyk trying to get up in there with Bacoli, because I heard he dropped him with a body shot in sparring. So what I think they gonna do is, Usyk might let that WBO go and fight Dubois, where they might pay Bacoli or Parker to step aside and allow that fight to happen, and then Usyk probably retire after fighting Dubois. Ain't not much to do. People would love to see him fight Bacoli, but that's a high risk, low reward type of fight. And he said he about to get up out of here. So for the most part, he called out Dubois. I already knew what the play was. Dubois and Usyk probably got a handshake agreement, and what, Frank Warren and Dubois did was they knew they was going to Triple D was going to triple fuck Joesph Parker. Diddy style. That's what they did. They left Joesph Parker out to hang the dry. They knew they was going to do this. And I don't be surprised if Turkey Al-Sheikh be in on this shit too. After looking at how the whole Madrimov thing kind of played out and stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if he had skin in the game as well too, just to keep it funky. I wouldn't be surprised if he had skin in the game and he has something to do. He has something to do with this, to keep it real. And I could be wrong. I could be totally off base when it comes to that. But it wouldn't surprise me if he had something to do with that. Real spill. It wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, I knew what it was. For real, I knew exactly what it was. I could take this shit off. This hot motherfucker, for real. I ain't gonna lie, I have to take this. It's starting to get hot. I'm probably gonna regret, if I don't take it with me, I'm gonna regret it. I'm gonna be regretting having to come back in here. But yeah, they set Joesph Parker up. And I was talking to my homie in Houston. He was saying the same thing. I mean, I knew what it was. I've been around boxing long enough. They fucked Joesph Parker over. That's all that was. They fucked Joesph Parker over. That's it. They did Parker dirty. But, if he can't beat Bacoli, on 2-day notice, he never was going to beat Martin Bacoli. We all can agree to that. If he wasn't going to beat Bacoli on 2-day notice, he was never going to beat him. So we'll see what happens. But, obviously I think the winner of this fight is on ice regardless, because I feel like Usyk and Dubois already got it agreed upon that they're going to fight each other. For real. I literally think it's agreed upon that they're going to fight each other. So they probably got a contract, and that's why he pulled out. And, the rumor is, and Dubois avoided the question. Bacoli was beating on Dubois in sparring. Beating on him in the sparring. And you look at Dubois and Parker, I thought Parker was just too athletic for Dubois. Dubois is stiff. He learned to get his head off his line a little bit, but he's just too stiff. I felt that Parker's speed and athleticism might have been too much, but Dubois could get him out of there. But I don't think Joesph Parker ever been stopped. You know? So I just thought Parker just had too much athleticism. When you put him in there with guys like Zhang and Dubois, you know, and then he did lose to Joe Joyce though, you know. You don't get no more stiffer than Joe Joyce, so you know, but Dubois, he punching. He punching. But if he was to fight Martin McCauley, Dan Dubois, it's about who catch you first. It's about who catch you first. Simple as that. But the problem is this. I think if he catch Martin McCauley and McCauley take that shit, he in a world of trouble. He about to get a shit behind the shed ass whooping. But he gotta get McCauley first. The same mentality came out with AJ, but the problem is with McCauley, it's a lot of danger involved. But them some big motherfuckers, they both can crack. Because McCauley been stopped too. I didn't see the stoppage, but he got stopped in the 10th round, probably due to conditioning. Probably didn't have the pre-dims or the training camp expenses to train properly. I ain't making no excuses. I don't know. I'm just, assuming. I'm just assuming. I got so much going on in my car. Man, in the wintertime, it'd be hard to clean your car, especially when it's like 20 degrees and shit. You gotta clean my shit out. It ain't dirty. But yeah. So, yeah, they conspired. They had this already conspired. They probably struck a deal, all of a sudden act like you sick, and we gonna do this fight for Usyk. They already knew what time they was on, bro. I ain't stupid. Y'all could believe what y'all want to believe, flat out, but I know how this shit go. And don't be surprised if Turkey Al-Sheikh ain't the one that orchestrated it all. So, Parker and McCauley, if Usyk beat Dame Dubois, which I don't see no reason for no rematch, to be honest, but I'll watch it because the first fight was pretty good. But if they fight each other, Usyk and Dubois, McCauley and Parker just probably going to be on the undercard. And if Usyk win, he going to retire. And, they fighting for the W interim champion. The winner get upgraded to champion. It's unfortunate that's happening so many times where you don't get the how can I say it? You don't get the, I'm trying to figure out how to say this. You don't get the ceremonial, I beat the champion, him passing the belt to me. You know what I'm saying? That's messed up. You don't even get the ceremonial, I got to whoop you and take your belt and then give it back to your bitch ass backstage no more. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta meet chicks in person no more. You can meet them. Everything is changing. You ain't got to beat the champion to be the champion. They just like, I'm going here. Take my belt. A lot of these people, they ain't even passing the torch no more. They ain't even giving guys opportunity. I'm gone. Figure it out, young blood. And look at the sport we in. Since it's a fucking boxing apocalypse. It's just like these old dudes who don't want to see the young guys break their records and shit. At some point, the ego got to die. At some point, we got to advance. Now, the power of taking a belt from somebody. Think about the power that people get in the street. If you able to, with your bare hands, you able to whoop a nigga with your bare hands, and make him submit. Think about the power that you got. Not picking up a gun, shooting the nigga. Anybody can do that. Children have done that. But with your bare hands, you can whoop a nigga with your bare hands. The power that you got. It's a lot of power. So think about it. I get in that ring and I beat you to a pulp and I take your belt from you. That's an exhilarating feeling, bro. And you got a bunch of champions who never got that feeling. And some of these guys who beat the champion, beat guys like that, it was temporary. They just got an upset victory and now they had to go make them. It wasn't a real, like, you beat a staple of the division. This motherfucker had 4, 5, 6 title defenses. He took a belt from another champion and he's certified. They ain't never got that feeling. Never experienced it. From taking it from a real world champion, not a title holder, a real world champion. Not the weakest in the division, the guy. Doesn't necessarily got to be lineal, but the guy. So yeah, they fucked over Joseph Parker, and probably Turkey Sheik made it right. They fucked Joseph Parker over, and Bacoli he gonna get fucked too. He gonna be waiting for another year to get his title shot, and he'd just be gifted the title. Whoever win and be gifted the title, they won't get the opportunity with their bare hands to snatch the title out of Usyk or Dubois' grasp. I guarantee you. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop video. Hit the link tree, find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Join the Patreon. That link's in the description. All that's in the description. But hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere there. Peace.